Meteorologist Star Derry.
Good morning, and a mild morning it is. Look at these temperatures that we're waking up to. 55 in Stevens Point, 57 for Montello. So not as bad here, but there are spots across the area with visibilities as low as a quarter mile.
And really made it to that nice weather.
Oh, it's here.
It's here.
We can celebrate. We had a little bit of a taste of it yesterday. Now it's going to stay. And we want to know, how does hail form? Well, we know in a thunderstorm you have a rising air, and that lifts moisture up to a level where it gets cold enough to freeze. Brandon, this graphic really telling the story of yesterday's active weather. Hundreds of storm reports.
But these boys play hockey. Are you guys used to this? Yeah! They're being troopers. Everyone out here having a really good time.
Look at this view. What a beautiful start to our morning. And good news is it'll stay like this for most of today. And then Madison, Sauk City, Portage, Monroe, and West included in that yellow slight risk for some stronger storms.
Underneath the snow, we have all glaze. It's all ice under there, making things very slick.
We got a taste of some nice weather yesterday afternoon. The sun finally came out. Well, today it's going to return. Just a beautiful forecast for you as we wrap up our week. See these clouds moving in, and between 6 and 8 o'clock, the snow going to spread across the area, and then between midnight and 6 a.m., that's when the heaviest of the snow is going to fall. That'll set us up for a very messy morning commute. Still going to dry out. Really not too much wet weather here, which is good because we just have so much mud. We need to dry it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a nice looking 7-day right there.
Couldn't ask for better numbers.
Oh, it's gonna.
Slightly lower totals possible if you head closer to the Illinois state border. Janesville, Monroe, and Platteville looking more in the way of 2 to 5.
It will finally exit and high pressure heads our way, but it'll still be a struggle to really clear out those clouds. Very limited sunshine in this 7-day forecast. Madison and East with slightly higher totals expected toward Mineral Point, Platteville, and Prairie du Chien. 5 to 7 inches expected there. So plan on shoveling tomorrow. It's going to be cold, so bundle up. And thank you to Marissa Buckley of Stoughton, who sent us a couple of good ones. The first shows a handful of hail that really resembles the inside of a pomegranate. I hope you kept the jacket handy because spring does not begin until Monday. And we're reminded of that with today's high temperature because we're only going to top off around 44 degrees.
Most of the time.
Some days we want to be stuck inside.
Yeah.
Good excuse to not take care of the things we have to,
Exactly.
right? Well, today's one of those days. You could say it's a little bit too gloomy to be outside doing those chores. Could see a couple flurries early this evening, but most of us will see the snow streaming into the area after midnight. It's just a light breeze, so as you head out the door, it just feels nice. You'll want the light.
Now 27 storm track weather with meteorologist Star Derry.
Good morning. Things brightening up just a little bit. The sun going to rise officially within the next 20 minutes. 35 degrees right now in Madison. That wind chill in those upper 20s because of that breeze pumping out of the west-northwest, 9 miles per hour right now. Not much of a change from 24 hours ago. This time yesterday morning, the air temperature was very similar in those mid-30s. That's where it is this morning. But the difference is we have a breeze today, that making it feel a little bit cooler. Look at those wind chills. We're in the 20s. That's what it feels like as you're heading out the door. So if you just needed the jacket yesterday, today you might need the winter coat. You won't need it all weekend though. So just for this morning. Here's a look at clouds and radar. You can see we did have a brief flurry very early this morning, but that continuing to exit. We're just going to be left with cloud cover here. That'll stick with us for much of the day. Today's high temperature 44, so it will be cooler than yesterday. Also going to be mostly cloudy on top of that with the breeze. As for futurecast, this will show you those clouds going to stick around until later this afternoon. We should be able to thin them out, see at least a little bit of sunshine, and then as those clouds continue to exit, we could have a pretty nice sunset. That'll be tonight, and then as we head through the weekend, it'll be smooth sailing, not expecting any wet weather until Sunday night. Tonight, down into those 20s, it'll be a good evening to order a hot pizza because it's going to be cold. Overall, though, pretty quiet. We could have a couple areas of fog late tonight. Tomorrow, you can get outside because it is going to be beautiful. We will rise up into those low 50s, so it'll feel a lot like it did yesterday. Nice enough to go outside and take a walk and send the kiddos outside. We will see those clouds, though, increasing tomorrow evening, and then we'll bring in some rain tomorrow night. But until then, Pretty nice. 44 today, 52 tomorrow. Still holding on to those 50s by Monday. So it'll be a little bit warmer there, but expect some rain early on your Monday morning commute. Then it'll be dry until about Thursday when we will bring some rain back into the picture. 42-degree high temps there for Wednesday and for Thursday. But then by Friday, we're back up into the 50s. Take note though, it'll be breezy and we're going to have some rain there, and heading toward next weekend, we are looking at some storms.